Okay, this is Jeremy, Jeeps Unlimited, 303-666-9020. Again, that's, 303-666-9020. I'm going to show you a 78, but it'll work from 76 to 86 Jeep CJ7 tub. It is in B condition, and I will tell you why. It's not an A, so it does have a little bit of work on it, a little bit of rust. It's actually pretty clean. So it depends on what you're working with, but it's much better than what we've seen in the past. These things are getting extremely hard to find, so if it's something you're better than what you have, then don't miss out on it, because like I said, we've been waiting on a tub that's somewhat decent for a little over a year now. So anyway, so I'll start at the firewall. Obviously everything's nice and straight. Jeep did come in running, driving, so there was no accidents or anything like that on it. It's obviously been repainted. I think it was a maroon color originally. It's got a little bit of filler. Looks like in this front lip here, or at least it's cracked. It might just be the paint, but originally that paint, again, there was like a reddish color. Cowl area is nice and clean up through here. Foot hinge there, obviously you can unbolt those. And this plastic cover comes off. Up here is a pretty good area to judge what kind of shape this is in. These usually like to rot out in the top of these, so they are clean. If you, the bottom side, which is probably a little hard to see, is nice and smooth as well, so there's no rust. It's got a little bit of scaling on that lip of the front side here, but a wire brush will clean that out. Matter of fact, we tried it here and did a little bit of paint just to see, and it's nice and smooth. So, and it's actually smooth throughout the rest. It's just got a little bit right there. This area throughout your door, nice and straight, solid. Again, the paint's a little bit goofy on it. It's got a thicker enamel, and I do think that somebody might have done a little bit of repair work on this side of it here, because you see the Bondo or the filler on the side down through the bottom here. But it was a pretty good repair as far as that goes. Just don't want to hold anything back and whatnot. And I'll show you the inside in a second. Back here, the lower rocker, again, that kind of goes to the extent of the bottom through there. Sidewell, where this is your driver's side, nice and clean, straight, solid. These had guards on them, corner guards. That's why they're a little bit different color there. And then you can see the holes there and there. Those are where they had what are they called? Rivets holding everything on there. So. This does have a pretty thick layer of filler back here, so I think when they painted this, they probably had some ripples, so they just lathered it up. So depending on what you're doing with it, sand it down, figure out where it's uneven, maybe put a little filler in it. Whoever did filler in this probably used more than they needed to, but you know, it is what it is. It's an old tub. So inside, I'll show that in a minute. This is your back underneath your tailgate. That's nice, solid, straight. This guy here, this is actually pretty much just the original paint underneath there. There's not any filler, or at least it appears not to have any filler. Looks like they might have had something there. This guy again is nice and straight. This rocker down here is all nice and straight, solid. It might also have filler in it, not quite sure. It's not worn through, but it definitely doesn't feel, it feels a little bit rougher, like it might be filler. Well, maybe not. Yeah. Looks like there might be a panel in there. They might just replace the panel there. And then again, back to the cowl area. And then going inside of it, this did have a patch panel in it. Matter of fact, the bottom has got a little bit of a hole coming up through. This is nice and solid, so whoever did it did a decent job, but not the job I would have done on it. You can see the panel that was put in is right there, so you can keep that alone depending on what you're doing with it, and just call it good, or you could do it the right way and just replace the floor there. The main spots that are weak on this is under the roll bar, which is pretty common because it traps moisture. But this is all nice and, not nice, but it's better. And this here has got a little bit of a hole, you see coming through there. You can kind of see it in this area, and then a little bit right there. All the bolts came out, so you could technically just throw a roll bar in it and call it good. But I would treat it, if nothing else, just get some rust OEM or something on it to neutralize the rust, 415 or something. This is pulled up just a little bit here. That's pretty easy to put back down. You can tack it in place if you like. And you got your mounts here for your roll bar in good shape. Driver's side is perfect. Well, I shouldn't say perfect because nothing ever is, but it's pretty good. It's good all through here. It's got, looks like a little bit of an area right here, or at least some sort of coating there. I'll look at the bottom here in a second. And then this side here is a little weaker than the other one, obviously, but still all the mounts for the roll bar came out on it, and you can remount that in there. Okay, so let's lift it up in the air, and then the main thing people worry about on these things is the channels that mount to the frame. And okay, so there's one of your frame mounts. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so nice clean threads on that one. Give that a better shot there. Okay, and then your next ones that you will look at, and this one needs to go. Let's see over here just a little bit. Okay, there's your next one there. Good shape, no rust. And this channel all the way down is good shape. There's no rust in, and there's no rust in the channel. Now the top of the channel is where you see that's where that roll bar's mounted. So it's kind of like a C channel here. So you probably best off to replate the top, put a new piece of plate in it, plate steel or sheet metal, and call it good. Otherwise, you can use it as is. It just wheel wells are nice and clean. Again, it's got kind of a coating over the paint, that maroon color. Other areas, that's one of the mounting points. Not this one. Here, let me hold this up. This guy here is for your frame. This is for your seat. And then you have this guy right there, which is in good shape. And go in the back, that nice and straight, flat, black there. And this guy here, again, no rust there. And then, of course, the one with the square. Well, the nut, that one is not for, there's these guys as well. Those are in good shape. Okay, so no rot on any of those. And this channel's in great shape. It's in much better shape than the other one is in. It's got that area there that we showed earlier. But frame will mount to these guys, no problem. And then, of course, this guy and this guy, and I don't want to graze over this. This is the under the passenger side. This is that panel. This is why they welded that piece in. So most of the time when people do them, they cut this whole area out and they redo the whole thing. But everybody does things a little differently, especially on Jeeps. So, and then looking at the side here, it just looks like they use a really thick enamel and probably some Bondo to flatten everything out. So anyway, I'll cut the video there. It's kind of long enough already. Again, 303-666-9020. JeepsUnlimited.net to view this one or others like it, although there's no other CJ7 tubs on there right now. And yeah, we'll go from there. I appreciate it. Oh, here's the roll bar. Forgot that. Same condition as the other side. And yeah, anyway, thanks a lot.